Hello there. Is that an OP-1 you're holding? Excellent. Let's do something fun with it, shall we? Alright, here we go. Got the OP-1 running through the mood, into the microcosm, into the reel-to-reel, down to the left there, and then into a USB mixer that is not using its USB. It's going into an interface, which is a little complicated, but worth it to be able to do the hybrid studio setup here. I love using tape. You have to use the 2-track. A lot of them have like a 2-track in and out, and you can use that to use it as an effects loop, essentially. Works great. So I like to start with a kind of plucky sound that is a little bit random, using notes from the key that I'm in. This is actually slowed down 12 times, as you can see by the white 12 on the OP-1. That's just using the white knob to slow the tape down. So it's double taped with the OP-1 tape, pretty hipster. And you can roll off the attack a little bit to make it more subtle. And then obviously using pedals to make it all spacey and fun. You can use plugins instead. The reverb and delay, usually the go-to, and this sequence is pretty slow. And then I'm just kind of subtly changing the parameters of each pedal. The mood clock knob is really fun to mess around with. It really changes the sound like completely, depending on what you're using, and the pitch, and it's pretty cool. Using the mix knob there of the microcosm to kind of bring in or take out the original signal. And this is good just for a subtle, like, underwash of your track. This would work well for most tracks, really, because you need something going on in the background, regardless of what you're doing, because digital recording is an empty void of nothingness. Sometimes that tape helps liven it up a little bit. I'm actually borrowing some of this gear from buyorborrowmusic.com. They're a rental service where they've got different levels of tiers of subscription, and you can rent up to like 3 different pieces of gear at a time. So I'm renting the OP-1 and the Mood, and then the Arturia Microfreak that you can kind of see on top of the tape machine there. Been having a blast. It's awesome. I don't know if I could personally pull the trigger for a $1,400 OP-1, but maybe someday. But for now, I'm just gonna have fun with it. Running the tape in stereo is really nice, because then and this tape is pretty old. It might even be from like the 70s. I got it from my grandfather, and it's got some crumples and crinkles and crackles in there, and that makes for nice little dropouts. And in stereo, it kind of independently does whatever it wants to do, so that's real fun. Those are some good dropouts. It's nice to just listen to this for a while. I think that's what draws me to ambient music too, is you can just sit there and meditate. I'm taking out the original signal and just letting the effects do their thing. That's good for outros of songs. Messing with the clock knob there. Putting that mix knob all the way up. A little more space. Filter it out. Well, hey, thanks for stopping by and watching, and go check out buyOrBorrowMusic.com. And yeah, see you around next time, next vid, whenever that is. Sayonara, friends and pals.